Hi guys, it's your girl Arabella and welcome to my channel once again. So yeah, if you're new here, kindly please subscribe and you're welcome. And then if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. I guess you love seeing this face. Your girl Arabella, always on the gist. So today, on today's video, we'll be talking about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock, the slap, yeah, the Oscars slap. So with no further ado, don't forget. So yeah, like the intro said, it was a gist. We're gonna talk about the Oscar slap, like the Oscar slap. What I have to say, well, stay tuned and you say, you hear. The slap was beyond that joke. To me, the slap was beyond that joke. It's not the joke that made, well, the joke might prompt it, but no, it's beyond. There's no excuse for assault, to assault someone. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for violence. Like, no. It's like on a period. And I feel the man that stood up and went to that stage to smack out the living hair out of Chris Rock was not Will Smith. Like, that man is not Will Smith. Like, the devil really used him hard. Like, I can't believe, because that's against what he preached. That's against what he worked for. Like, God, no. I'm still like dumbfounded. Like, I'm still, wow. It's a lot to take in. Actually, it's a lot to take in. This is a man that, it just shows how he's hurting. He's hurting with everything: his family, his marriage, his home, his children, like everything. There's a lot a man can take. Seriously, there's a lot a man can take. And oh my God, it's beyond. That slap is beyond the joke. It was like, okay, everybody making fun of me, everybody ridicule me, mocking me. Like, it's just him being a failure with his family, him being a failure with his children, him being a lot of things, crazy father, a lot of things. And the wife just had him. Like, he let's Jada made him that way. I don't like her. Jada made him that way. This is not with me that we know. This is not with me that we know. He's a total different person. And that incident would have been avoided if only he walked on that stage and communicated with Chris and be like, leave my wife's name out of your mouth. My wife is not a joke. Simple. She's suffering from a sickness and a health issue she's suffering from a health issues that the side effect is losing hair. And don't make that as your joke. Like, simple thing, like, cut the whole nonsense short. Like, simple thing, just walk up that stage and say that my wife is not a joke. That is standing up for your wife. Do you understand? You mustn't hit. There's no excuse to hit another woman or another man. There's no excuse. So, all right, forget about that. So, what was I saying? Back to the Oscar slap. So I'm saying that Jada Pickett Smith really had Will Smith at the very, like, she has made this man not to be himself anymore. He has money. He has, like, she has really destroyed Will Smith. That's my truth. And it is what it is. It's quite sad. Like, it's quite sad. Why will you do that? Why? This is the man that loves you with everything, every being in him loves you, stood by you, is still standing by you. Like it's a joke, because if you notice, after that joke, he laughed at the joke. Then he now noticed that, oh, the wife rolled her eyes, not taking it nicely, not taking it as a joke. He stood up. Me, as his wife, I will pull him down and be like, babe, it's just a joke. Let it go. No, you didn't do that. You allowed him climb that stage, knowing fully well it's on national TV, like the biggest award so far. Climb that stage and slap someone, and then you sat there and laugh at that slap. Like, what the hell? You actually prompted him to do that. You prompted your husband to assault another person. It's uncalled for. Like, it's not, there's no excuse for assault. There's no excuse for domestic, for violence. No, actually, even domestic violence. There's no excuse for that. What happened to communication? When has violence solved any issue? When has violence been a solution to issues? When? And this have really damaged what Will Smith built, what he has built over these years. And guess what? The award was Best Actor. What he has built for these years, that slap, that action he took without thinking, without communicating, and thinking again and communicating again, or digesting, it just destroyed what he worked for years. No one. We are talking about American system. We are talking about American system. We are not talking about Nigerian system that, okay, we'll let that pass and then we'll still work with you based on your work history, based on how good you are, based on your talent. Hell no. We are talking about American system that they don't joke with their law. Nobody's above the law. It is what it is. It's quite sad, yes. So he will answer the law, and a lot of people won't want to work with that because you can't deal with a joke. That was a comedian. He's not like a regular person. It's Chris Rock. He's a comedian, and he's very good at what he does, because the way he entered that, a lot of people it took a lot of people time to digest if that was staged, because he entered with a joke. Like, he tried to like make because the whole place was awkwardness filled the air, and he tried to put, and he's so good, that's how professional he is. But it's shocking because he didn't expect that slap. Like, it's a joke, it's a G.I. Jane joke, it's a movie. Like, what? Seriously? Like, seriously, it was what I expected the Oscars, the Academy, to do was to take him out. But looking at the news, like, I took days to like digest this thing. Looking at the news, the Academy came out like yesterday in the news and was like, they actually sent Will Smith out, asked Will Smith to go out. Like, they walked him out. He refused. I guess that was during the commercial break. He refused, and then he started crying. He refused. He didn't leave. They now was like, okay, fine, but they didn't handle it. Like, they apologized for not handling. They would have handled it better than that. They would not have allowed him climb that stage. They would not have allowed him receive that award on that stage after what he did. Yes, I know BET won't do that. The manager won't do that. She, like, I've watched BET like for a very long time, and I've known the manager, like, how she does her work, how she relates. That is black man with black man assault. Except, quote me if I'm wrong, BET won't allow him climb that stage. If it was BET Awards, they won't allow him climb that stage after that slap. Because you don't do that, there's no reason to justify violence. There's no reason to justify an assault. There is no reason. So Will Smith, well, sorry to say, but he has come to the end of his career. That would damage him, definitely, because I feel he noticed it. So yesterday in the morning, he now wrote down his award. I say award now, sorry, scratch that. He now wrote an apology on his Instagram page, apologizing, saying that it will actually cost him, might have destroyed what he have worked for years. Definitely this slap is going to stay. It's not going to leave. It's going to, and it has stained his image as a person, as a talented actor. He has stained his image. Will Smith, to me, he's a great guy. He's a good actor. Like, he's good at what he does. He has built this image like for a very long time, for years, and that slap just killed it all, because no one wants to work with someone that will flee up over a joke. It's a joke, and well, it is what it is. And on that day, he didn't even apologize to the main person. Fine, you apologize to the academy, you apologize to your fellow nominees, you apologize to the crowd that was there, but the most important person you didn't apologize to that day, which was Chris Rock. You didn't need to slap Chris Rock for cracking a joke to make people laugh. People sat at the front seat when you know that on awards shows, the front people are roasted by comedians. Doesn't mean everybody have to climb up and start slapping comedians because they crack a joke. It doesn't work that way. It just shows how broken he has been, and I feel like that slap was beyond the joke. It was enough of.
Talk to my Smith like that.
It was enough of being ridiculed.
Talk to my Smith like that.
It was from being ridiculed, from being insulted, from being from a lot of things. It came from anger, like anger that enough is enough, of being ridiculed all the time, from being mocked by people. A lot of people laughed at him, and they even brought out how Twitter was on fire that day. The next day, Twitter was on fire. They hated Smith. Like, the backlash was, because it was uncalled for. It's just a joke, but if you look at it it's beyond that joke that made him slapped. Though the joke prompted him, but he would have acted better. Will Smith would have acted better, because you don't preach something and then go against what you preach. Like, it's quite sad. It's quite sad. It's quite sad. Seriously, it is. And Twitter, where like they even brought out those, like they brought out the whole entanglement with August, how this woman brought, after the crisis that happened between her and August, and she said it's entanglement, blah blah blah, made excuse for cheating on, though they were separated, made excuse for sleeping with the son's friend, August. I was saying now. And then I brought him on the red table talk to still make fun of him, embarrass him like that. And well, Will Smith is gone. Seriously, he's gone. And Denzel Washington told him something when they went for commercial break. Said, at your highest, the devil will come for you. And the devil came for him. And it's so bad that he acted he acted. He he's so bad that he didn't think before acting. He just acted without thinking because he laughed at that joke. Definitely the joke. You found the joke funny. That's why you laugh at it. Then after he now stood up to go and slap a comedian. That was too much. That was to the limit. And let's not forget that, well, is Will Smith. We all love Will Smith, but let's call a spade a spade. He did a wrong thing. With that wrong thing will destroy him. Yeah. And this money, well, they are pressing charges. Jim Carrey already said, as for day before yesterday, said that he's pressing charges. That was before Chris Rock said anything. Chris Rock said something yesterday. That was the first time he have spoken before. No, that was the first time he spoke after the incident. He said when he was in Boston. Let's not forget he's hosting a comedy show in Boston. He said, well, he's still processing the whole slap shit. Like, so he surprised himself. He's still processing it. And that was yesterday that Will Smith apologized to Chris Rock on his Instagram page. But Chris Rock didn't answer the apology. Chris Rock's brother said no, the apology is not enough. And a lot of people, it's actually, the whole thing now is not everybody hate Chris, but everybody love Chris. Chris Rock is Chris Rock. Like, we love Chris Rock. He's good at what he does. And it's just funny. His show tickets sold off. And before he came, like, when he entered to perform, they gave him standing ovation. Like, the crowd was huge. They came for him hard. Like, the love was there, and he addressed the issue. Like, he made fun of it. Like, well, he's still processing. He's still like, but we are yet to know if he will press charges. They asked him behind closed doors. They asked him that, is he going to press charges as for then? He said no, he's not going to press charges. But Jim Carrey has already pressed charges. He said he will press charges. That was it on Monday also, that he's going to press charges. So I don't know if it's American. You're allowed to press charges for other people. So I don't know if he will still go through it, or we all love Will Smith, and it's quite sad how this has happened, and it just showed how he needs therapy. Seriously, in my opinion, he needs therapy, because that day, like, he wasn't supposed to do that. Like, that was too extreme. It's too extreme. Like, seriously, it's just show how we human beings are. Like, we are going through a lot of people is going through. So you mind what we say, or well, I don't know, seriously. But I feel Jada doesn't vote with Smith, and Jada got the balls in the relationship, got the balls in the marriage. So it's what she says that stands in the marriage. The way it is, the way I'm saying it, is what she says that stands in the marriage. And a lot of people, like someone said, I was watching on YouTube, a guy said something that Jada knows that she can't walk away from the marriage, or they sign a prenup which states that if she wants a divorce, she goes with nothing in the marriage. So she's forced to stay in a marriage that she doesn't like. It just shows how Jada is tired of that marriage. she's tired of the marriage and she can't go out of the marriage. She can't leave the marriage because of what they signed or whatever they signed when they got married or when they were dating or whatever. She can't. That's why they, if you could remember, that's why they separated, for her to reset herself, for her to go to rehab, to go on a break, to fix her home, to fix her marriage. So I feel there's something there. There's something there. But with Smith, God, it's quite sad. It's quite sad, really. And the academy is actually, with what I heard this morning, they are about pressing charges. They are pressing charges because they revisited the video. They the recording, even though it's a live performance, they record it. They went back to review it and seeing that after that slap, Jada laughed. Jada was laughing. That is, the wife was laughing. She's happy that they slapped somebody because of a joke. She's happy. She was laughing like a. I don't want to insult her, but well, it is what it is. She was laughing, and even when Chris Rock said, "Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me," she was laughing. Like, Well, so they are revisiting the charges. Even if Chris end up not pressing charges, people will press charges for Chris. It's America that we are talking about, not Nigeria. Let's not forget. It's America that every citizen has the right to press charges for whosoever they feel they wronged. This is American that we are talking about too. Not Nigeria that everything goes. It's America. And what I will end this video with is, let's pray for Will Smith. Let's pray for Will Smith, because it just shows someone suffering. He's suffering. He's broken. Like, with everything, with his parenting, with his home, like, he's broken. So let's pray for him that this phase will pass and he shouldn't go and be slapping people anymore. This will teach him a lesson. This is a stain that will never leave. With what he has built for this long, and that's the end. I have come to the end of Gist with Arabella. It's your girl Arabella, and don't forget to give this, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Yes, and even if you don't like it, give it a thumbs up too, because I'm trying. It's not easy. I'm trying. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button to get notified whenever I post videos. You'll be the first to know. And thank you for staying so long on my video, and I'm just what it is. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to comment. I want to know your analysis on this situation too. I want to know what you feel or what you took from that slap. It's your girl Arabella. Catch you on my next video, and love you. Peace out. Bye.